I'm not quite sure if this is the way that things are supposed to be going on right now, but I have no choice. I don't even know what that means or where that was coming from, but stay thirsty, my friends. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have had an amazing week. It is Friday. It is actually the last day of May, so I cannot believe that we are about to be 6 months into 2024. This is crazy. I still remember the 2024 resolutions video that I made earlier this year, and the fact that we're 6 months going into the year is insane. Like, it's not making sense. But if you hear a blender in the background, please just ignore it because it's being used in the kitchen to make a goosey soup because I'm from an African household. So just know that's what comes with it. That's what you need to expect. But I pretty much just wanted to make this video, just giving some updates, kind of just chopping it up a little bit. I don't think I've really done this in some time, maybe like a couple months. I don't know. When was the last time I actually made like a sit down talk video? It was 2 months ago. So it's been some time since I've just sat down and I've just, you know, chopped it up a little bit. But that's what we're gonna go ahead and do in this video, give you guys some little life updates, answer some questions. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I put way too much color corrector on my face, but we're just gonna go ahead and blend that out. I'm actually gonna be going out tonight. I know, I can't believe it, on a Thursday night. I'm just gonna go out, just enjoy life, you know? But the reason for this video is because I really wanted to give you guys a little update about the status of this YouTube channel. And the reason I'm doing so is because, as you can tell by the title, I will be taking a break from making YouTube content. And I kind of don't want to look at this as like a negative, bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. I know obviously you guys who, you know, watch my videos, you're gonna be like, dang, like, why is she leaving? I promise you, I'm leaving. It's for the better. It's something that I have to do. And that's pretty much just going to be me just channeling and putting in my complete focus into music. And I just really wanted to go ahead and just focus that and lock in on that, because singing, music, performing, everything that those entail have always been like my #1 thing. You know, that's my passion, that's my gift, that's what I love to do. And so I feel like also putting myself on a routine on YouTube of just doing a video once a week, it's kind of like, I don't want to say selling the music short, but I just feel like I really just need to focus on that and just keep the main thing the main thing. And the main thing is music. It has always been music. It will always be music. And so I kind of just want to, you know, make that quick little update so that if you don't see me for a month, a couple months, or whatever the case may be, won't be surprised or anything of that sort. But it's not, you know, it's not a goodbye. It's because I see you later. But honestly, this past year of doing YouTube has really taught me a lot. Like, it has taught me so much. Like, this time last year is when I started my channel, and I've seen like the growth so far within just a year, not only like on this channel but even within myself. I'm just excited for this new direction, and that doesn't mean that I won't film everything, guys. Like, you're gonna see some behind the scenes stuff, and I'm really excited for it. And so yeah, I kind of just wanted you guys to hear it from the horse's mouth herself and not wonder or question like, what's going on? She's been consistent, you know? And that's another thing too. Like, I really enjoy being consistent with my videos and everything of that sort. I guess, you know, you have to weigh your options. You have to see, you know, what you really want, what you really want to do. And I have to make a decision, and that's the decision at hand right now. But like I mentioned before, it's not a goodbye. You'll see some stuff and you'll like it. I promise you'll like it. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to let you guys know about that. And then I also really wanted to answer some questions, not necessarily like, I mean, they're kind of get to know me questions, but it's more so on like just regular, you know, talk about life, talk about, you know, things going on in life, what I'm doing. So the first question is, what are my likes and my dislikes? I mean, there's quite a lot of likes and dislikes. It's kind of a vague question, but one dislike, I mean, obviously lying and hypocrisy is just not for me. Manipulation, you know, this is the normal dislikes that you should have in, you know, in a situation, in someone, in something, whatever the case may be. Those are just some normal dislikes. I know they didn't ask me this, but I feel like pet peeves would like really go into this question. A pet peeve of mine that I really don't like, which I actually just said, was hypocrisy. Like, hypocrisy is like, if you're gonna tell me not to do something and then you go around and you do it the same thing, I would be like, oh, okay, so that's what we're doing, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I want to do anyways, because what is the point? Another pet peeve of mine is after you're done using, you know, the toilet and you don't put the seat down. It's so annoying. Like, I don't care if you did number one, I don't care if you did number two, like, put the lid down at all times. That's one thing that I don't like. Another dislike that I like is disorganization. I don't like messiness at all. It's just not for me at all. I don't like messiness. I don't like disorganization. And when it comes to the likes, when it comes to the good stuff, you know, I like anything that feeds my soul, you know? Obviously, I like singing, I like music, I like dancing, I like all of that. I like going out, having a good time. I'm gonna need to dim this a little bit down. I love, you know, kind, nice people, genuine people. It's kind of hard to come across some of those people nowadays, but we move. But yeah, those are some of my dislikes, likes, pet peeves. The more you know, the more you know. What are my personality traits and how do they shape my behavior? Well, I mean, personality traits, I would describe myself, which I feel like I can always reword some of these questions, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say, what are 5 things that I would describe myself as, which I don't know why I said 5 because it's way too many. But 1, I would describe myself as open-minded. I'm a very open-minded person. I don't have like this is like one way that you have to do something, and if you don't do it that way, then like it's the end all be all. I don't have that mindset. But at the same time, you know, there's a balance that you have to have with open-mindedness. And so I'm just, you know, I'm an adventurer. I like trying different things. I'm a creative. Like, you have to be open-minded if you want to be creative. Like, you just have to be open-minded. So open-minded for sure is one thing. Another word that would describe me is loyal for sure. I take into account, like, you know, the genuine people, the support, the family, the friends that I have into my life. And that's just what it is. Like, I'm loyal to you, you're loyal to me. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it's very simple. It's very simple, you know. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. I'd probably also say very outgoing. Like, it's kind of weird because I have my like introverted moments, but I'm really like outgoing. Like I said, back to, you know, trying new things, not being that afraid. I mean, I'm afraid of some stuff, but not being too afraid of, to, you know, put myself out there and stuff like that. Granted, I have grown to do that. It wasn't the easiest thing in the beginning, but I really feel like that was based off of just like environment. But yeah, outgoing for sure. Like, I'm always down to have some fun. Another word that I also say is I'm very resilient, and I guess you can say I'm very resilient and tenacious. I'm gonna put those as one word, but resiliency and tenacity is most definitely something that, you know, really is a part of me, because I just believe that anything I want, I'm gonna get. Despite how long it might take, despite what it is that I might be going through, I might not be able to get it today, I might not be able to get it tomorrow, I might not be able to get it next week, next year, next month, whatever the case may be. I just know that it's gonna happen with my work ethic. Like, it's going to happen. And the 5th one that I was gonna say is hardworking. I'm a very hard worker, and I know, like, that's such a cliche, you know, word to describe myself, because, you know, who doesn't want to say they're hardworking? Like, everybody wants to say that, but like, no, like, I'll literally be up until like 3 a.m. in the morning trying to like edit and, you know, do some videos. Not only just like YouTube videos, but even some of the remixes that you guys have seen, those have literally been filmed and edited and like been done and ready to sign, seal, deliver from like 2 a.m. until like 6 a.m. like, literally. Ooh, this is kind of interesting because I don't think I've ever asked myself this, but this question just says, what scares me the most right now? And so, I don't know about scared, because I just feel like my faith in God is so strong that I know, like, whatever happens, like, he has me. he has me. You know, you always wonder about how things are gonna go, what your future's gonna be like, especially being a young gal in her 20s. I don't stress over it now, or at least anymore. It used to really like scare me. I used to be really scared, which is so crazy because it's like you're in your 20s and you're being scared, like you just started, like what are you being scared, afraid for? But now I don't think anything scares me the most. I mean, aside from the obvious like snakes, spiders, like I don't do that. I don't do bugs. I don't do like animals. Like I'm good. If it's not a dog or a cat, I'm good. I'm fine, thank you. But as far as like elements in life or like phases in life, I'm honestly not scared. Like everything that needs to happen is going to happen. By the grace of God, he knows exactly what's going to happen. He knows my heart. He knows, you know, the work that I put in, and when it's time, everything will be seen. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm not scared. But I really love this question. Like I feel like this is a question that somebody or like anybody needs to ask themselves. Using a lighter layer or like a lighter shade of concealer on top of the darker shade, it will get you right. Another question that I'm going to go ahead and ask myself, especially considering that I am in school, I feel like this would be a really great question to ask. And that question is going to be, what is my biggest challenge for school right now? And with the challenge of school, I mean, I'll be in my last year. Oh my gosh. So I'm a senior in college, which is so crazy to say, like moi. Technically I am taking two summer classes right now, so I've never really like had a break so far this year for school. But the biggest challenge for me with school is kind of just not trying to get to that finish line, because it's gonna come, you know, just God knows, like it's gonna come. But I think it's just balancing. Like I feel like I do so much stuff outside of school, and anybody who's a college student who knows, like school consumes so much, like God. I just sometimes I worry about the balance. Like, am I balancing correctly? Am I doing okay? Like, it's not about the grades, it's not about the curriculum, it's not about the academic. Like, that part doesn't worry me anymore. And the reason why I say that is because what I'm doing now is really like changing the direction, changing like the trajectory of my life. And so like, because this is like stuff that I'll be doing outside of college, like when I'm done with school. And so it's kind of just that, like it's just a balance. The challenge of balance is always an issue. It's always a hard thing to figure out, but we make it work. Whoa, I look crazy. But now, you know, trying to find that balance to be able to transfer into the real life. And so that's where we're at to now. My face looks like really white. I promise you, it's really just the lighting. Like, it's really just the lighting. And then when I buff it out with this powder, it'll just look even better. And so the next and last question that I'm gonna go ahead and do, because I just need to get ready and leave the house and all that stuff, it's kind of deep-ish. But the question that is pretty much being asked right now is, what is the most important decision that I have made thus far? Ooh. And there's so many like underlying layers to this, because I just feel as though certain things just lead to another. And so there are probably multiple good decisions that I have made, the same way there are probably multiple bad decisions that I have probably made. But a good decision that I can like remember and recall would probably be me not living on campus at school anymore. And you would think that like that particular, you know, thing wasn't like a big deal, or like it wouldn't be a big deal, but it was a big deal for me. Like it was a really big deal. Big deal. It really just changed me. Like I felt like even to this day, sometimes I forget that I'm still in college, or like I'm a college student. And so I think it really just made me grow up, but also grow up in a sense of like different level of responsibility, but still, you know, exploring life outside of college. And because of that, I met, you know, my best friend. I've, you know, been able to do so many things that I feel like had I been in college, I don't know. I just feel like that particular year living at school, I met some great people, but at the same time, I guess that was a year of just, you know, lessons. I've spoken about this before. It was a year of lessons, just a year of, you know, ups and downs and everything of that sort. So me making that transition from living on campus and going to in-person school to now being completely online has really like changed me for the better. And so yeah, that is going to go ahead and pretty much be the ending of this portion. I'm gonna go ahead and put something on. We're not supposed to be like doing, we're not gonna go crazy, we're not gonna go stupid. Just put something on to wear, look cute for the night, and go on about my business. And so, a Yu-Gi-Oh lounge, or like a